Absolutely. And let me use this comment as a jumping off point for the third thing I wanted to show you guys. Ways that Democrats have fucked you over and are fucking you over just within a 24-hour time period. If you want to know the other two, just click on the comments and it leads you back to the video. Okay, so here we have white nationalist Charlie Kirk sitting down getting all buddy chummy with Governor Gavin Newsom. The one that they're going to try to make happen in 2028. Hear me now, quote me later. They are going to try to make him happen as a possible presidential candidate in 2028. Here's him, supposed liberal, such liberal, like they'll call him a fucking communist, although they'll call anyone a communist, they don't even know what it means. But they love to be like, Gavin Newsom is such a liberal, San Francisco values Democrat party. So why is he sitting down with him all buddy? Charlie Kirk is the same one that it said, if I had a black pilot, I would be worried that he wasn't qualified for the job. This is the same Charlie Kirk that went on a crusade against MLK. He also said in 2019 that there should be a citizen force at the border to protect white demographics. He wants to repeal the law that ended legal segregation. This is who Charlie Kirk is. Saying that MLK was a bad guy and that the 1964 Civil Rights Act that made segregation illegal was just a mistake. But seriously, who says that? Do you know anyone besides from maybe somebody in the Ku Klux Klan that thinks that repealing the Civil Rights Act is a good idea? And then, of course, he said multiple times that prominent black women are just low IQ. He called for certain black lawmakers that are women to have IQ tests, which incidentally is something that racists used to do back in the Jim Crow era in order to stop black people from being able to vote. So that's who this is, okay? And not only is he just sitting down with him, because look, I'm not even saying, oh, they shouldn't even sit down or ever even talk to a conservative, because I think that failed. How do we swing from such insane extremes in this country where one minute it was all like some of the liberal hall monitoring was really next level and people were getting fired and canceled for like tweets they wrote when they were 14. Please tell me why we had to swing from the extreme of not even talking to somebody who didn't vote the way you did and hall monitoring them to swinging all the way back over to, hey, let's do kumbaya patty case with white nationalists. Both ways that you guys have tried to handle this has been wrong. On the one side of the extreme, censoring everyone, calling everything misinformation, banning people constantly, refusing to engage with people that you don't agree with. And then instead of actually trying to address those issues and challenging them on those issues, you ran all the way past that and went to let's be friends. I'm really trying to understand how you guys went from let's mass censor people from like the smallest perceived slight to maybe the transphobe who thinks that the Civil Rights Act was a mistake has some good ideas. What I need people to realize is that you guys lost. Trying to be like, I don't think we should platform them. Well, nobody cares what you think because you lost. You lost the fight and they won. And that's why they're tap dancing all over everyone's proverbial grave. So clearly it didn't work. Other tactics have to be tried. I am not opposed, and I'm not trying to deplatform anyone. I'm not opposed to speaking to these people, but it should come with fucking fire, okay? This is my problem. You're not coming with any fucking fire. This is capitulation. He's sitting there. He's normalizing him. He's treating him like he isn't a white nationalist, fucking open racist, misogynist, and as you're about to see, transphobe.
That shouldn't happen. You as the governor should step out and say no.
No, and I appreciate
it. But like, would you do something like that? Would you say no men, female sports?
Well, I think it's an issue of fairness. I completely agree with you on that. So that's easy to call out, the unfairness of that. There's also humility and grace. You know, that these poor people are more likely to...
These poor people, talking about trans people like we're defective, like there's something wrong with trans people. Oh, these poor people. What a disgusting fucking thing to do. And right under the bus. Trans people right under the bus. Yeah, I'm gonna call, it's just common sense. It's just fairness. And also, like, those poor people, I mean, trans people are fucking crazy. So, like, we have to, like, you know, I don't know, feel bad for them. Like, poor people. This is the liberal. This is the liberal. This is the Democratic stalwart. This is the incredibly liberal governor from California sitting there next to a transphobic, misogynistic, racist white nationalist and agreeing with him and capitulating to him on everything, okay? Because that was just one part of it. This is what we're doing now? This is the resistance? Understand, too, that Charlie Kirk was created in a lab. Just like J.D. Vance. He was created by billionaire Zionists to go do propaganda on behalf of the Israeli regime in the billionaire class. He literally got plucked out of obscurity by a billionaire okay? To go do propaganda. That's what he is. No, but I love this part. This part's my favorite. He asked him, why Democrats are losing the media war, which they abso-fucking-lutely are. That's true. Why don't Democrats go on, podcasts, independent podcasts? Bitches, I still been asking you. I've been asking all you motherfuckers to come on and talk to us on TikTok and all the other places that indie people are, and you haven't done shit. No, I love how Democrats will sit there and go, you're right. We really need to start talking to more people. We need to go on more podcasts. We need to talk to more people in independent left media. You're right. The election was almost 5 months ago, okay? What about that? Have you done it? Have you done it? Oh, we really need to. Yeah, we really need to. Have you done it? No, they haven't done it. They haven't done shit. So they talk about how they're going to start talking to the left media, but then they don't, and instead they're talking to right-wing fascists. So instead of going and talking to actually people on the left in independent media, they're talking to right-wing fascists who, for some reason, we're supposed to believe is giving him good advice. Why would Charlie Kirk be interested in giving advice to the Democrats? Why would he do that? You think he's doing that out of the kindness of his heart? No, but I love this, though. His claim is the reason why the Democrats are failing when it comes to the media war is because of not enough dissent.
Being able to participate.
Well, I think that it's two things. Number one, your upbringing in college campuses does not foster debate like it used to. It just doesn't. It's about silencing the critic and the elevation of the victim. So you do not have the practice of robust having to defend your position. It's very monolithic. It's very centralized. It's very top-down. It's quasi-authoritarian.
Bitch, you mean like this? You mean like this? Oh, they're really concerned about college campuses not fostering open debate and not tolerating dissent. As Trump has opened numerous investigations into colleges. He literally has sicked his DOJ onto colleges to investigate students that criticize the Israeli regime. Now, Charlie Kirk isn't going to say anything about that, okay? He's not going to say anything about that because he's a Zionist shill and he is funded by Zionists in order to do propaganda on behalf of the Israeli regime. So just like all of those frauds, Charlie Kirk, Barry Weiss, Rafe Dubin, Ben Shapiro, the whole lot of them, all of them would always cry about snowflakes and safe spaces and college campuses not allowing dissent. But all of them support the cracking down on the dissent from pro-Palestine students, from students that are protesting against the genocide in Gaza. Anyone that does that, all of a sudden, they don't like dissent. Oh, all of a sudden, free speech is not a consideration anymore. All of a sudden, they need a safe space. So spare me on you don't have the muscle of dissent, as you don't allow dissent, so long as it's criticism of the Israeli regime. Like, get the fuck out of here. And fuck you, Gavin Newsom, okay? Okay? You're a snake. You are a used fucking car salesman. I am not in the fucking mood for this. And you know what? I'm gonna need people to wake the fuck up and stop falling for this bullshit. Stop rewarding the corrupt Democrats so they can turn around and throw you under the fucking bus and play patty cakes with a fucking fascist.